there was this conversation that went on X one time like this, and they said that women are a lot emotional in terms of women feel like men want to downplay them a lot, of which half the time men don't even really care. Do you understand? But they just feel like a lot of women are emotional. Like I said, it was on X. It's not an ideology. It's not an opinion of
sure.
mine because I think women are amazing people, and I think women are better managers than men.
Her.
I'm sorry to my men, but do you think that is true? That women are a lot emotional about opportunities. Women are not really being honest about the fact that sometimes men can actually do some of these things better than them.
Okay. I'd say that if a woman comes out to say, she was given this opportunity, but because she's a female, it was maybe given to a man or something. I don't know, maybe some people lie, but I've actually seen people that have related with me that confidence I was supposed to do this, but because of my gender, there's this gender gap, this huge gender gap in tech that we're trying to bridge. So I think it is a thing, but then there are some cases where some men may be better than the
Is there a particular field in tech that a man, no matter what, would always be better than a woman?
I wouldn't say so, because I know that we are more emotionally inclined than logically inclined. But right now, you see women that know how well to balance this, to know how to balance your emotions and know how to balance your logic. So I wouldn't say, I think it used to be a belief that because we are emotional, we cannot really be logical, and programming the tech space is basically revolving around logic, so you have to use your head more than use your heart. So I feel like because of this, the way we're wired, people think that women are going to find it difficult in tech, but we see women that are excelling, and it's just proof that we can be in that space and do better as well. We can do better than some men.
I like the fact that you touched on do better.
Yeah.
Have you heard of any instances where there was irregular pay? So for instance, to develop a website, a man is going to charge, say 500, 700K, but because of you're a woman, they now pay you less. So what's like the pay structure like? Do you think they pay women less in tech, or do you think there's I don't know, there's a word, there's a particular term for it. I'm trying to wrap my hands around it right now.
For that, I don't really have I've not really heard cases like, but I have heard, but it's not exactly common, but I know it's out there. I know it exists definitely, because I've seen tweets, I've read articles of women complaining about being underpaid. Yeah, exactly, compared to the other gender, because they feel like you being a woman, they are doubting your abilities, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it exists, but I haven't really heard much. Personally, I know it's out there. Yeah, definitely.
But you know personal experiences on that.
No.
Yeah, interesting. So let's go to your front end, the front end side of your life.
Okay.
So how has that been? How did you pick up those skills? Did you learn from YouTube?
Okay.
Or you had, like you mentioned, there was somebody that now mentored you and said, do this, do that, do this. And what role does research play in all this?
Okay. So because web development is an ever evolving field, what used to work in 2020 is not what works now. Of course, the basics, the foundation is still going to be the same. In like 2019, 2018, you could just learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, learn 1 or 2 gigs. But right now, with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you have to learn more, because we have libraries, we have frameworks. Unfortunately for me, I started learning on my own. There was no mentorship for me.
What platform?
Okay, I was everywhere. I used W3 schools, I used YouTube. In fact, when I started learning, I was without a phone, so I was just, it was terrible, really. And there was no mentorship for me, and that's because personal reasons, issues, but I do not have access to that mentorship. I feel like if I had that, I wouldn't be here right now. Not like in this studio, but like where I am presently.
You think you'd be better off?
Yeah, definitely, because there are some mistakes I made. There were some things I was learning when I was not supposed to learn it. So yeah, I do not have access to that mentorship, and it really was not nice. It's always good to stay ahead of the trend. You see that, oh, there's something new in web development. People are hyping this library, this framework. Why not sit down? It's not everything that somebody will tell you, to be honest. You just have to use your sense. You have to stay curious. Yes, if your curiosity dies, I really don't know, because you have to just keep learning. You have to keep researching to stay updated, to stay ahead of trends. You check out some people. I like Reddit because random people just drop random stuff. They're like big programmers. So you check apps like this, see what recruiters are looking for and looking at, that kind of thing. It really helps. It really helps to stay ahead.
Because I was gonna ask you to like give me that analogy, or maybe I call it the story, where you were speaking about how you can have JavaScript, HTML, you can know how to write those codes, and you like the basic coding guy can write all that, and how you need to have extra skills to be able to be marketable, for you to be hireable, if that's the word. So how will I put it? Can you share an experience probably when you lost a gig because of, oh, you only knew the basics, or maybe a story that you've heard because of somebody could not get hired because he didn't know the basics?
All right, so I'm going to share a story. It was of a friend. So this guy knew his case was rather sad, because he knew he was good at programming. But then the recruiter was just like, you lack proper communication skills, and that was it. So in as much as you're learning programming, if you want to stay ahead, if you want to get gigs and stuff, it's not bad if you actually put yourself out there. You could take maybe 1 or 2 courses on communication, just improve your soft skills as well. So yeah, that's going to stand you out.
And that's one thing I can say is very particular in tech space. You just see a lot of guys tell you, oh, I just want to be home, and do you understand? I don't really want to. I don't want to join stand-up meetings. Same thing with graphic designers. I don't want to join. Just send me the copy. Let me just design.
Actually, I feel like most times programmers, for most that I've seen, they don't really like interacting with people, and I feel like that's terrible, because it's still these people that are going to put you on. You still need people to like advance. So I feel like we should also develop that skill as developers or techies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So there's this. I'll take you away from like the whole. This is still tech.
Okay.
But take you away from the whole programming and coding conversation.
All right.
It was recent because, like I've said, I'm very big on trends, and I understand how people can be very somehow. So group of video editors. I don't know. A video editor tech guys. Not really. They're creatives. Maybe. I don't know. But hear my point.
Okay.
If few of them kept on complaining that on LinkedIn or Jobberman or wherever people get jobs from,
Okay.
just that you see the requirements to get recruited. For instance, you can hear that, oh, we need a video editor that can do animation. We need a video editor that can shoot, edit, animate, do graphics, and all that.
Yeah.
Just that. So what was it like in the Nigerian space for hiring? For hiring, what are the what do employers require? Are they not obtainable? Are they really scarce? And what is the pay like?
Okay.
In that space compared to what they demand or what they require?
Okay, so some people are just evil. They're just terrible people. I don't want to start this startup war, but you see these startup guys. So I'm on this group chat where I get job update, and I saw on the group chat somebody sent something like front-end developer needed. They listed everything. JavaScript, they listed like 2 frameworks, and I was like looking, okay, then I went down. I saw the pay. I'm not going to cap. I saw 15,000 naira. I saw 15,000 naira, and I'm like, then somebody was not like, okay, leave the money. It was an internship, so we were like, leave the money, is a good opportunity to learn. I'm like, you are wicked, you are evil. I spent hours learning this thing, and you are writing 50. Why do I want to use the 15,000 naira for data? even data self, like if I'm actively learning, that 15K is not going to cover my data. So I don't know, people are just terrible. The requirement is up and the pay is like way down.
Down.
So
It's like it's a thing in Nigeria.
is a thing. I don't even know who to blame at this point, but I mean, if you're really looking to be big, look beyond Nigeria, please.
She's giving you some gems.
But yeah, we have opportunities in Nigeria. We have companies in Nigeria that are doing great stuff. But okay, I don't know.
So what are the big paying firms in Nigeria in terms of tech?
Um,
Give me 2 or 3.
I don't know. I don't know.
One off the top of your head.
One.
Okay, what's one company that you know you aspire to actually work
In Nigeria?
Yes, none.
Okay. Okay, so it's Google for me.
Go for
Yeah.
you. Interesting. So you spoke about data and how they pay for one job is 15,000 naira, and recently the NCC and what's it called, telcos are saying we want to increase tariff. We're not making any money. NCC is saying do 50%. Telcos are saying 50% can't really work for us. We just want 100%. Like we need to jack the tariff off. And I saw a breakdown of somebody saying averagely 1 gig of data right now you'll be spending close to I think 700 for 1 gig of data. If that's what's it called? If they agree to, if NCC agrees to the increment, what impact will this have on tech bros and tech babes? I don't know if that's a thing. Tech bros. I don't know what they call the ladies.
Texas. Yeah.
Exactly. So what impact does that play in that space, and how does it affect the growing tech bro and Texas and people already in that space? What effect does it have on them?
So I feel like number one, there's going to be a lot of courses. I'm just kidding, but if that happens, I think the people that are going to be affected the most are people that are just coming up without any source of income. Because right now, data is a thing. If you're learning, like it really is a thing, especially if you're learning like, on platforms like Udemy and the likes, they really consume data. So it might discourage some people from, actually learning. And I feel like if we are going to embrace the future of technology in Nigeria, we should actually consider people that want to switch to tech, people that actually want to learn tech skills. Because if the tariff and everything is high, I don't know, some people might just be discouraged. So I feel like the effect is going to be big on newbies planning to enter the space.
Say something to one girl that is in the tech space that will probably feel very intimidated.
Okay.
Right now, she feels very scared to start because she feels like, the balance is not there for men and women, or see something as regards women that have aspirations to be in that tech space, and tell her 3 platforms that she can actually use to learn tech skills.
Okay. So if you're feeling intimidated, you're a woman that wants to start or learn a tech skill, and
is in the space too.
Or is already in the space and you're feeling intimidated. If you're not in this space, if you're planning to enter the space, I'll tell you to just start. To be honest, that's just it for me. It always works. Just start. When you start, you see that those things, your fears, they don't actually exist. Or even if they do exist, you definitely find a way to conquer them. One thing about Africans is that we are very dogged. If I want it, I get it. That's the kind of mindset that should be in you. So if you're feeling intimidated, don't worry. I promise the intimidation is not going to, it might not exactly stop, but you just have to keep showing up. You just have to start, and things will fall in place. Then if you're already in this space, so you're like me, I'll just tell you to look toward the future. You know why you started. Even if you don't know why you started, you should have something that is like pushing you. You should have someone you're looking up to. If this person is there, I can be there someday. So just keep going. Definitely it all makes sense one day. Yep.
That was a lot of juice, trust me. I know you're probably looking at it. That really makes Well, that was a lot of juice.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to give an answer to this one.
Okay.
So there's this conversation around tech bros and tech sis probably have a very shitty dress sense. They don't know how to dress well. Just I don't know where they did the sampling, but I must
Okay.
say, I mean, you have a
Thank
sense
you.
of style.
Yeah.
All right, so to my questions, 10 questions. I don't want you to
Is
pick this or that. Do you understand?
okay, sure.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, I want you to look at the camera, not look
Okay.
at me.
Okay.
You're answering it. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
MacBook or Dell?
MacBook.
Instagram or TikTok?
Can I pick none? Okay, Instagram.
iOS or Android?
Android. Oh shit, I picked MacBook and I'm now picking Android. I'm confused.
Okay.
Okay.
Google Chrome or Firefox?
Google Chrome, I know what you do, but Google Chrome.
You know what I do?
Google Chrome knows what.
Oh,
In fact, Google Chrome.
all right.
Yeah.
Virtual reality or augmented reality?
Virtual reality.
Amazon Prime or Netflix?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. All right. So my final one:
Okay.
Python or JavaScript?
JavaScript.
So, all right. So at this point, we've come to the end of this episode. So people that want to reach out to you, maybe to have conversations with you, maybe somebody will see this video and probably want to hire you. Who knows?
Okay.
Just that. So how can they reach out to you? Where can they see you? Where can they catch you?
Okay, I'm on X, formerly Twitter, Plant Codes SSS, LinkedIn Confidence Ufoma, Instagram no. So just those two platforms.
No, you picked this.
I don't like that app. That Meta is just a big. I don't.
I mean, trust me,
Yeah.
that's a very good clickbait. I don't like that app, Meta. But by the way, this is the end of this amazing episode. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Confidence, for
Thank you
coming.
for
I really
having
enjoyed this
me.
conversation. I wish I
Yeah.
could see you more. Like come and like just have conversations. I feel like you putting yourself out there, like doing this kind of virtual conversations.
Yeah.
Do you get it? There are more opportunities. Do you understand, for people? I always like to say, like Fisayo, like there's this very cool babe that does stuff. I can't remember her name, but she does like tech stuff. You understand? It's very exciting. So I think you should also look into that.
Thank you.
So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn notification bell. Follow Confidence across all social media platforms that she mentioned, and follow Tech Economy across all social media platforms. I remain your host, Dapo from Tech Economy. Till next time.